Welcome to the Ask Me How I Know podcast, the only podcast in the multifamily niche replicating what takes place outside the walls of a seminar. This is like the lobby, where honest, unscripted conversations take place and transformation happens. We'll talk about practical problem solving in the multifamily niche, as well as overcoming limiting beliefs. Thank you for joining us today, and now for our featured guest. Welcome back. Well, guess what? I have really exciting news for you. You may not have known this when you woke up this morning, but guess what? Wait for it. You woke up! Oh my goodness. So many people, and maybe you're one of them, they wake up and they forget that they woke up. Hey guys, guess what? You were given a gift today. Today is your day. You don't know you get tomorrow. You can't go back to yesterday. But guess what? You have today. It's like you won the lottery. You're alive. You beat the odds of 100% certainty of dying. You beat those odds. You are alive. And I realize I've said that like a lot in the last 30 seconds, but most people forget that. In fact, most people are just kind of walking around like they're just half alive or kind of dead. You see, when you go through something really, really hard in life, you realize, well, how much worse could it get? I remember I went through a really tough time in my early 20s. And the 20s are really the beginning of your adulthood, right? And unfortunately, I had this bad experience. And every day, something else cataclysmic, not just bad. I was still alive, okay, still alive. But every day, something even worse would happen. And we're talking big things like, oh, government is now freezing your accounts. And like, we're talking things on scales that are really crazy. And that's what happens sometimes when partnerships don't work out. And and you learn lessons the hard way. But the best lesson I gleaned from that time in life is, one, I have my faith. At the end of the day, I would lay in bed and I had nothing. I was back living with my parents. I think I moved like 8 times within 8 months or something. It was something ridiculous. Such a hard time. But I'd lay in bed and I would just think to myself, well, I don't know what else is going to happen, but I'm alive and I have a God that loves me. Okay. All right. Anything else can be resolved in life. Anything else can be fixed and picked up and mended. But I knew I had the 2 things that were important to me in line, in check. And so I wake up and I wake up with this energy because we forget that we have this gift of life. And we forget that we can do something powerful with that gift of that day. I got onto this elevator when I was at a conference with my husband. We were in Dallas for a multifamily investing conference with the real estate guys. And I'm an early bird and I wake up with energy. You don't know why. And I'm on the elevator going down and there's a group of gentlemen and it's, breakfast time. So we're all heading down. Don't know these guys yet. And as we're going down the elevator, I just looked at all of them and they were all just kind of standing there like, yeah, we're here. It's still morning. And I just looked at the guys and I'm like, guys, guess what? I have really, really great news for you. You're alive. Like, we all won the lot. We're all winners here. We all won the lottery on being alive. So if you are going through a really hard time in life right now, let me assure you that you're still alive. There's still something important for you to do, to learn, to give. There's still something more for you. So don't be afraid. Go for it. In fact, go for it big. Face your challenges, because obviously if you're going through something really bad, kind of like I did in my early 20s, like, hey, I'm still alive. I made it through it and I'm a better person for it. You will come out on the other end. And your mindset and just having that gratitude for the gift of living, the gift of today, that will carry you through in a really profound way. And I'm so excited for you. I am so excited that you are alive. I am excited to hear what you're going to do with your living, with your life, because you have something to give. So go give it. Don't hold back. Hey, would you guys do me a favor? Would you do whatever you need to do, whatever platform you are on? I know people forget to like it or star it or drop a comment or subscribe. Like, there are all those little things, and they really are like so important to my heart, and they mean so much to me. So if you're following this in any capacity, would you just give me a shout out and let me know, and share this with a friend? Do something with it. Please help get this message out there. And today, go find your freedom.
Thanks so much for joining me for another episode of Ask Me How I Know. My guests are the most humble successes, so be sure to show them your appreciation by rating this episode 5 stars, which sounds silly, but let's be real. Ratings, likes, and shares, they take no time at all, but make all the difference in the world, if only to boost morale. Also, since I don't spend time on the how and why they got into investing, be sure to check out the show notes to get to know more about today's guests, including other podcasts they've been on that has a more traditional format that will give other details about their investment journey. It'll also tell you things like the most influential person in their life and what they're reading right now, as well as how to connect with them. And please, subscribe and rate Ask Me How I Know so it reaches other listeners like you. Until next time, go find your freedom.